Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about the Justice League. But before I get into it, please subscribe to this channel and ring that bell icon to be notified when I post new videos. Also hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So recently I've been seeing a lot of news regarding the Justice League, concepts and things of that nature, and well, personally, we all know that the thing that they need to focus on is building up the Seven, the core group of the Justice League. Now, I hope they don't try to do the whole where you have vast amounts of characters and none of them connected and anything like that. I want to see a cohesive universe with the Justice League core seven members. The core seven members of the Justice League. You have Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, the Flash, Green Lantern. You have Aquaman, then you have Martian Manhunter. Not exactly in that order, but when you have Superman, they need to clearly make a Superman movie to begin with, not a retelling of his story, not a rehash, but simply tell his story as the hero of Metropolis. He is here. He's already there. He's already protecting the people. They know him as Superman, and maybe they can do a flashback of his origin and his training in the fortress, but very brief. Kind of take a page a little bit from the Stephen Amell CW series, Arrow. And so in this particular storyline, that's all I want to see with Superman. I want to see him acting as a hero, doing what's best for the people, helping them, striving to protect like a police officer, but more importantly, bring hope back into the movies. The character was a symbol of hope for so many years. When Christopher Reeve played the role, even when Brendan Roth played the role, and surprisingly, even when Tom Welling played the role. Granted, he wasn't Superman in that tell, but he was Clark Kent, and he strived to do the best that he could. In this particular story, I don't want to see a bumbling Clark. Well, yes, a bumbling Clark. I don't want to see a stumbling hero, one that doesn't know how to be one, but rather I want to see Superman just being Superman. That's all we want to see. That's all most people want to see. And then you have Batman. I really don't care about Batman for a while. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Batman, as I've said in previous videos. But if they show him, I don't want to see simply a loner Bruce Wayne. Now, Batman, sure. However, I do want to see him eventually work with Robin. In fact, I'd say that would be a great start to this movie. You've already got an origin story for Batman so many times that everyone kind of knows who he is. You could have a brief 5-minute flashback and him picking up where he's at, fighting crime and stopping bad guys generally. And then suddenly he runs into a boy. And this boy is struggling just to survive. And then he tries to keep an eye on him. And he sees basically the boy faces a similar thing that he's faced. The loss of his parents. And because of this, he's forced to face the challenge of raising this boy. And then this boy takes it in his own hands, tries to stop the criminal. He tries to hunt him down himself. And then you have Batman go after him, and the basics of a new Batman and Robin. And that's how you can wrap up the first movie of a Batman movie. Honestly, that's one way to do it. Sorry if I'm whispering, trying to project my voice, but it's congestion. Anyway, then you have a Wonder Woman movie. Wonder Woman's going to be difficult. You have Gal Gadot already, one of the best actresses to play the role. In fact, I hope that they just keep her. I still would prefer Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck. But they need a good story, good script, and they would probably have to disregard the other movies. But generally speaking, if they're going to recast, I hope that they just keep this story going. Don't keep stuck in the past. Don't do origins. Do something good with these characters. You have Wonder Woman clearly able to face off against some serious threats. You have Cersei. You have the different gods. You have fallen enemies of the past. You have different characters that she can face off against. But they haven't really captured that very often in these recent movies. In fact, they seem to ignore characters from the comic books entirely. And when they do bring them in, they're very one-off, killed off quickly. Anyway, the next character I obviously would want to see is Martian Manhunter, mainly because of the fact that we've gotten a Green Lantern movie in the past. And it may not have been the best, but we've gotten one already. And I want to see a Martian Manhunter movie. And then you can have maybe an Easter egg tie-in of a Green Lantern. And then at that point, then the next movie could be Green Lantern. And then finally, Aquaman. Now, with Green Lantern, however, I would like to see it still be Hal Jordan. Everyone wants to put in Jon Stewart, and that's fine, but I prefer Hal Jordan. It's just what I prefer. Anyway, then you have Aquaman. Aquaman, obviously, it's difficult to say because of the fact that with Aquaman, you already have Jason Momoa kind of set in this role. And personally, I would have always preferred Jason Momoa to play Lobo in the Superman movie. He's got the look. He just looks perfect for the role. But I digress. Anyway, all I want to say is that I want to see the Justice League represented in a way that is hopeful. I want to see them strive to do good at all cost, at all personal cost. I want to see heroism shine bright in these movies, not just angst, anger, and some form of self-righteous indignation and false humility. Rather, I want to see actual hope and mercy and peace striving to fight for this. They need to see that people need to see this in the movies more often again. The stories of essentially biblical truth, but captured in the movie. I mean, seriously, they captured Superman. Originally, Superman was a parable of sorts, a loose tie-in, an allegory for Moses, and a little bit of Jesus. But mostly everyone tries to compare him to Jesus. He's not Jesus. He's more Moses than anything in terms of allegories. But when it comes to stories like Batman, you have with him, I think they've always gotten him, to me, they've gotten him right every time to a degree. Granted, Bruce Wayne has always been something they've been stuck with. It's difficult to really tell the whole Playboy story, and it's just not something they clearly don't want to do in today's time frame. But one of the other things they need to make sure of is getting a Superman and a Batman and a Wonder Woman that are all muscular, that they all look good. Wonder Woman still needs to look feminine, but muscular too. Obviously, looks are not that important, but they still kind of are in terms of, superheroes. Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about in this video. Please subscribe to this channel if you like this video and hit the thumbs up button. Also, be sure to share with your friends to help this channel grow. Well, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.